So is it actually okay to use lake balls? Now, these golf balls have been sitting in water. I found them in a swamp and I thought, you know what, it's too good an opportunity to pass up to not have a close look inside these golf balls to see if there's any damage. So in today's video, I'm going to take a close-up look at two of my favourite golf balls. I've got a TaylorMade Tour Response Stripe and I've got a TaylorMade Speedsoft golf ball ink design. And I'm going to compare it to brand new golf balls. I've got the TaylorMade Speedsoft in blue and I've got a TaylorMade Tour Response Stripe in that bright yellow that you see. So how will these golf balls compare when we cut them open and compare them to these rusty old lake balls? Will there be any damage on the inside? And can we once and for all say whether it's okay to buy lake balls or not? Let's get into it. So first up, let's have a look at these golf balls. So we've got the TaylorMade Speedsoft ink version in pink. I think that's really cool and it's a really easy colour to see. The blue design I think looks pretty cool and you can see where we should see Speedsoft on the side. Actually, it's just rust. So I have actually tried to clean these. I've jet washed it, I've used bleach and hot water, but that was as clean as I could get it. That's obviously what it should look like. And when we look at the Tour Response Stripe, have a close-up look there. Yeah, we can actually see the name and the brand there, number 2. But again, look, it's got this rust on it. It's so rusted. I mean, that feels like it's actually gone through the outer layer. So there's no way that can't have damaged the inner core to this golf ball. But what you see is that when you buy lake balls, sometimes they do just clean them up. So if you're buying a lake ball, you'll need to know whether there's actually any damage on the inside or if it's okay to use. I mean, I'm not sure that either of these two golf balls will be any good inside, and there's got to be some damage and therefore affect the quality of the ball. So the argument is that you shouldn't ever buy a lake ball, just stick to brand new because the quality of the ball will mean you'll get a better, more consistent shot. What do you think? Have you bought lake balls before? Let me know in the comments below. So let's start with one of my favourite golf balls, the Tour Response. And I think we should probably start with the brand new ball, just to set the scene, to see what it should look like on the inside. Let's get hold of Jeff, my cutting tool, and we'll cut across that line there to see. Right, so I'm expecting this to be absolutely perfect. So there we go. As we can see, with the Tour Response, you get a 3-piece golf ball. If I can focus on there, a very thin outer layer, that sort of minty inner mantle, and then a green inner core. And you know how much I like the colour of the inner core of a golf ball. So therefore, that's what a brand new Tour Response golf ball in pristine condition looks like. So let's pop that down by Jeff. And we're now going to get this rusty old, dirty lake ball that I couldn't get any cleaner. We'll cut it across the same line as well. And what will we see? Right. Here we go. We need a drum roll, really. Here we go. So, what do we see here? Let's see if I can get a good close-up look at this. So, actually, first look doesn't seem to be too bad. Now that might be pretty impressive actually, because although the outer cover is pretty much worn away and full of rust, the inside of the golf ball looks just as good as new. Well, let's put them side by side. So let's have a look at these close up. So what is interesting, they're obviously from different batches because the inner mantle is a different colour. So you've got this lime green on the lake ball and then you've got this minty green, different colour on the newer version. So I mean, actually, do you know what is really interesting though? Is that the inner core of the horrible lake ball is much softer on my thumb test, and I know it's not scientific, than the newer version. So that's really interesting. But obviously from different batches, they've been manufactured maybe at different times, so therefore the inner core will be slightly different. But what we're interested in is the outer layer, and if I can focus, that looks pretty good. But as we can see when we look at them side by side, the Speedsoft is far worse than the Tour Response. So I'm probably expecting that this one, the inner core, will not survive the Jeff test when we cut it open. So let's have a look now at the brand new TaylorMade ink golf ball. And putting them side by side, you can see that, yeah, there's no comparison. Obviously, they're different colours, but the outer layer on that golf ball has been ruined by rust, by weather, and by water. So you wouldn't want to play it, but we're expecting therefore that the TaylorMade Speedsoft in blue should be perfect inside. So let's get Jeff and cut it open and see exactly what it has. we'll cut it across that line there. Right, here we go. Okay, so as we'd expect, it's looking pretty good, good condition. And again, lovely colour. It's nice bright and orange, but what we're looking at here is to give an example of what good looks like. And now we're going to see what the rusty old lake ball looks like in comparison. So let's pop the blue ink version down by Jeff. And we're going to cut this one open now. I'm going to cut right across that rust on the logo. Right, so I have no idea what's going to be on the inside. Let's see here. Okay, so first up, there's a bit of marking there. That's probably from where the blade went through the golf ball. Let's see if I can clean that up. Okay, so actually, yeah, I mean, again, I'm actually pretty impressed. I didn't expect the inside of this horrible rusty lake ball to look so good. So let's put them side by side, and actually, a blind test. If I was to mix them up, and I'll mix them up, which one is which, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me which one, left or right, is actually the lake ball. There we go, you see. I mean, that's pretty good. So look, maybe that's the deciding factor then. We've done it today. We've actually proved science on this channel. And none of you say I don't have any science on this channel. We've proved we've got two immaculate golf balls, and we have cut open 2 horrible lake balls. And actually, they've been in pretty good condition, apart from the outer layer of that golf ball, which would definitely affect your swing, spin, and the consistency of your shot. The inside seems to hold up pretty well. So what do you think of this test? Let me know in the comments below. Would you play a lake ball, or do you only play new balls? And I will catch you in the next one.